Can you characterize everything that the Fed has done this past week as essentially flooding the system with money?
Yes, exactly.
And there's no end to your ability to do that?
There is no end to our ability to do that.
Fair to say you simply flooded the system with money?
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we, as a central bank, we have the ability to create money. That actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that through the Federal Reserve banks.
Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. The legitimacy is there.
Wealthy investors are loading up on Bitcoin. More high net worth individuals and institutional investors are getting in.
There is institutional FOMO.
Goldman Sachs had a big call on Bitcoin.
We've heard from big names like Paul Tudor Jones, Bill Miller, and Stan Druckenmiller backing Bitcoin recently, but it's also showing up in the numbers. Total accounts buying more than $1 million worth of Bitcoin has skyrocketed.
In the past couple of weeks, Square has bought some Bitcoin, the Fed has talked digital currency, and now PayPal's jumping in.
Welcome back. We've got a Bitcoin alert. The cryptocurrency surging to its highest level in nearly 3 years. It is now up in 9 of the past 11 days.
I think going forward, yeah, this is going to be something much bigger. Certainly is a category that's gone absolutely parabolic versus the markets.
So the big argument for buying Bitcoin is that it's a hedge against inflation.
Check out the price of Bitcoin rising more than 5% this week to its highest level since early 2018. It is now back above the $16,000 mark. And check out this chart from our friends at ARK Invest. It shows online searches for Bitcoin price plotted against Bitcoin's actual price. You can see the two were in lockstep during the last boom, but this time around, searches are way down. Bitcoin alert, the cryptocurrency making big gains this week, up nearly 15%.
Now you have institutional investors saying, hey, wait, I got to buy this thing. I got to be in it. And that's what we're seeing in the market, and that's being reflected in the price. And what's kind of interesting, what we're seeing is there is, in the relatively short term, a bit of a coin shortage. So you're seeing institutions, high net worth individuals buying coins, taking them off exchange, and they have a 5 or a 10-year view on these, and that creates a lack of supply. Is it too late to buy Bitcoin? And of course the answer now is no.
Bitcoin is back above 19,000 for the first time since December 2017. It's up more than 45% this month alone, and since those March lows, it's up 280%. According to Paul Tudor Jones and some other big-name investors recently, more money being printed by central banks could eventually spark inflation. And because Bitcoin supply is capped at 21 million, it's often seen as a hedge against that. Similar to gold, Bitcoin has a fixed number that can ever be mined. Some investors are moving out of gold and into Bitcoin. As far as other factors, PayPal enabling more than 300 million customers to buy and sell crypto was added to demand.
When I look at precious metals versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin has a better fundamentals, talking about the stock to flow ratio. It's better than gold at this point because we had the halvening. And when I look at the Bitcoin cycles, the bull markets tend to cluster around the halvenings. What we know about Bitcoin, it goes a lot further than people expect. And that would imply that sometime in Q2 2021, you're looking at a Bitcoin price of 50,000.